Hello, my name is Ajay Washington. I'm from Dallas, Texas, and I am a junior at Paul Quinn College. And I am majoring in business administration at Paul Quinn College. I'm here to tell you guys about my experience here interning at the African American Museum, and just to give you guys a little bit of what I've learned, what skills I've developed here and learned and practiced, and to give you guys just an insight to what I do here at the museum as well. So the what I do here, I have multiple hard hats that I do here at the African American Museum. I work the front desk. I'm part of the archival process, and I'm also I work the summer camp. I do tours, and I also whatever little knick-knack things the museum has me doing, such as it can go from looking inventory, it could go to shop, to work in the gift shop, it could be just whatever they need me to do. I'm the man that they call on to do it. And me and the other interns that are here as well also have this same kind of hard hat. But just to go into it, one of the skills that I've learned here at the African American Museum is networking. You know, the reason why I say networking is because I've learned that there's other opportunities out there and other avenues that I know people who can help me get there, or just to also know that whenever I graduate, or even now if I'm looking for opportunity, networking is a good tool to have, which is why I like the museum so much, because I've been able to meet the head of Big Thought, and I was able to shake hands and actually talk to the general manager of the Dallas Mavericks while I've been here. I've met Greg Fields, things like that. It's a wonderful experience just being able to actually meet them and talk to them. Tell them I'm a student at Paul Quinn College, and it's been an amazing experience doing that. My other skill that I've learned here is learning how to manage inventory, which is a little bit more different than what I thought it was, especially when it comes to artifacts. Being able to, because what we do here at the museum, in order to manage inventory, we have to first get a picture of it, mark it down as a document or an artifact, and then we type it out and put it into a database that we have here. And we had to make a finding aid for it, which is part of archival, but inventory management they go hand in hand. But if we're working on, like, let's say the Men of Change exhibit here, there was inventory that had to be done, and we had to make sure we had all the pieces to put up for the installation for the exhibit. So that was part of inventory management, and I didn't know that keeping track of the boxes is part of inventory management. I didn't know that, and I almost lost some boxes, but I figured it out using some Excel skills, and it was a breeze. After a while, after a couple of days or so, I got the hang of it, and everything worked out fine. Then the other skill I gained here, or the other skill I was practicing, which was very annoying and very frustrating to me, was policy making. So while my duties here, one of my duties here was working the summer camp when it was here at the African American Museum. The ages went from 6 all the way to 16. Yeah, 6 all the way to 16, and we had to make policies. We had to come up with a policy for when we had to take them on a field trip. Just extra stuff. More so, we already had a policy, but we had to create new ones. So, or just refresh it, you just refresh the policy pretty much. Going back and erasing stuff and changing things was a hassle, and we had to word it. It's the jargon that really was tripping me up when I was working on it. The jargon was very difficult to master, but due to the help of Dr. Hill and Dr. Delaney here, helping me with that, we was able to come up with a successful policy after a couple of days, so that we can send home to the parents of the children, so that they can get assigned and approved and know that this is what these are our policies and our disciplines that we expect from them. And that the policy making was just, it was nitpicky, because you had to be very specific and also very blunt and bland about what we were asking them to do. Um, and that goes on to another one of my skills, is managing a summer camp. So managing a summer camp, it had many skills that it tested me with, such as working with other people. And while working with other people, I learned that I had to come up with some type of conflict resolution for certain things, for certain situations that I've walked into or got into with my colleagues. Conflict resolution was I was struggling at conflict resolution, um, because some of my colleagues, me and them were not on the same page when it came to as far as discipline or trying to organize how we were going to, or organize where we were going to put the kids. In fact, not even organize, orchestrate where the kids, what class they were going to go to at this time. But once I was able to get my hands on the schedule, which should have been already made, it things started flowing a little bit more better. So the conflict resolution was definitely not. It wasn't my best strong suit, but I've gotten better at it. And then also conflict resolution, talking to parents as far as disciplinary actions and things like that. That was also testing my skills here as a camp counselor. It was different. It was difficult, but I got through it, and I was able to do more of pushing the disciplinary action or the aftermath of it back into the parents' field, and just knowing that, hey, I got to do my job, and this is how I'm gonna do my job. I'm gonna do my job this way. So instead of it being pushed onto me, I put it back into the fields of the parents as far as disciplinary actions and such things, and how they're going to treat their child. Another one of the things I had to do was also train people while we were at, or train colleagues while I was at the camp, and trying to train, and that's where where I had to practice more conflict resolution, because not everybody, I can't expect everybody to be like me or to even care like I do. So I kind of just had to let it be, let the cards fall where they may, but I tried to guide them, at least guide the cards before I just let them fall, if that makes any sense. And just for last remarks, I would say that working at the African American Museum has definitely taught me how to be adaptable, and it helped me hone in on networking skills, and other soft skills that I use soft skills so I can practice, so I can get ready for the internship that's coming up this fall, entity data. So that I go in and I'm not just, forgetting everything on how to do stuff in Excel. So I was able to practice my soft skills. And that's all. And as far as other students coming here, I would say it's a great experience to come to the African American Museum to intern here. And I would tell them that it's totally worth it. It's totally worth the experience. If you want to get an aspect of a little bit of everything, I would say the museum is a perfect fit. And that concludes my video. My name is Ajay Washington, and that's the end. Bye-bye.